It's about that time.
Coming to you live every Wednesday night.
Fantasy start and sit advice with your boy PL.
And Michigan Mike, let's go.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
We talking about
all things fantasy.
Mike and PL,
the Fantasy Show.
What's up, football family? Welcome to week 6 of the Fantasy Football Show. I am your co-host, Mr. PL Culture. Flanked to my right is my right-hand man, Mr. Michigan Mike. Michael Hassol.
What's up?
What's going on, Michigan Mike, man? You ready to talk some fantasy football?
Yeah, I am. Hey, you want to do that fantasy challenge right now? Or no?
No, man. We'll say
okay,
that.
We'll wait till the end.
Yeah, we'll say. Hey, man, why you such a?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay, so let's go ahead and digress. All right, it's week 6, football family, and we only have 2 teams out on bye, but both of those teams carry a little bit of firepower. We have Kansas City and the New Orleans Saints out on bye. It's pretty good names.
Yeah, definitely coming from the Saints. Kansas City,
they got Jamal Charles.
For those who Nile Davis, he's been one of the lead backs.
Right.
They're trying to do the duo, but he's getting more speed. He has more of a speed burst. So
yeah, he looks like the real deal. It almost reminds me of when a young Larry Johnson came in for Priest Holmes in Kansas City. But I'll digress. Hold on, man. I think you just gave me a blog topic, man. That's good stuff.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean, good job by you. Now, what else we're here for is to give you the hot waiver wire advice, live and direct for week 6. So let's get started, Michigan Mike.
Okay.
Now, if you're down Drew Brees, which a lot of you are, one quarterback that you may want to take a flyer on is St. Louis quarterback Austin Davis. Now, Mike, I'm going to throw some numbers out there at you.
All right.
Last 3 starts, 937 yards, 6 TDs. Got a San Francisco secondary that's really leaky on the back end. They're already 11 touchdowns through the air so far.
Man, that is not good.
That is not good. You want to get Davis in your lineup if you need a QB. Now, if you're down one of the plethora of wide receivers that you may start for the Saints, you may want to take a flyer this week on Ruben Randall, wide receiver of the New York Giants. Now, with fantasy, you got to be in it to win it, and this guy's really in it from a target perspective.
Yeah, if you don't have him already, then shame on you. Pick him up.
Pick him up. Last 3 games, 30 targets. An even 10 apiece, 17 catches, and a touchdown. More importantly, Eli is starting to turn the corner. He looks like the old Eli, and
Yeah, I think he's finally getting comfortable with the new offensive system.
Good point. He does have a new offensive system in play, and he has been looking for Randall. And Randall has a great matchup against an Eagles defense that just gives it up against everybody.
It's just boo-boo. And I'm an Eagles fan, and, I got to keep it real.
All right, less than 3 minutes in, and we have a boo-boo reference. Good stuff. All right, now, somebody who's not boo-boo is going to be a great play this week is who, Mike?
Oh, yeah, I got Brandon Oliver, running back for the San Diego Chargers. Actually picked him up last week on a hunch, and he paid out. He had 19 rushing attempts, 114 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdowns, 4 receptions, 68 receiving yards, and a receiving touchdown.
So he's basically a Swiss Army knife.
And that was just last week. Man, he had like 34 points in fantasy. So
that was just last week. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, he's supposed to be kind of like Sproles with a power, inside the guards run style as well.
He is wearing number 43 like Sproles did out there.
Right. So definitely pick him up there.
Right, and he has a great matchup this week because he's playing the Raiders, Mike. The Raiders. I think I can get you double digits against that Raiders defense. Now, Mike, let's talk a little bit about a player near and dear to my heart as a Nashvilleian. I'm a Titans fan. Kendall Wright. I think he pulled a turtle move on us.
He did.
He just peeked his head out of the shell last week for 2 touchdowns. Now, my question to you is, of course, we all know by now Jake Locker was hurt again. Okay, can we digress?
Man, can we show some consistency in this team, like quarterback position? Like, come on.
No, he is consistently inconsistent and consistently
injured. That is true.
So this time it's a thumb injury. He may be in, he may not be in. But my question to you, Michigan Mike, if you're a right owner, I know you were kicking yourself last week for leaving, multiple points on your bench. This week, what do you say?
I would definitely start Kendall Wright, especially against the Jacksonville defense.
Right, one of the worst in the league, right?
And so I think Kendall Wright is going to be good no matter who his quarterback is from here on out.
Okay, so if you have the right blues, then make the right move this week. Right there. I'll be here until Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Now, who won't be there on Sunday this week is Arizona quarterback Drew Stanton. Looks like he's going to be out with a concussion. Now, rookie quarterback Logan Thomas came in, and Mike, he only completed one pass.
That sounds like Vic numbers to me.
You stop there right now. I'm like, oh, Vic. Oh, no. Mike, Vic, I'm sorry,
I had
Mike.
to do it.
You had to. I'm sorry, Mike. Because there will never be an episode where you'll be mentioned in 2014. Now, back to Drew Stanton. He'll be out with the concussion, of course. Logan Thomas came in, one completion, but it was for 81 yards and a touchdown. That was the flukest of catches, by the way. So you can't just scroll to the box score and look at that and see anything. Now, my serious question to you, Larry Fitzgerald and Michael Floyd are two solid fantasy wide receivers. What do you do with them this week with the rookie quarterback in?
I would bench Michael Floyd and start Fitzgerald. Only reason being Michael Floyd has been getting as a number one receiver in the Cardinals offense, which in turn is having the number one cornerback on the opposing team, so that's limiting his catches. So therefore it's giving Larry Fitzgerald more looks at, let's say, a less skilled cornerback.
Right.
So I would definitely start Larry Fitzgerald and bench whatever his name is.
Okay.
I already forgot. Michael
Right.
Floyd. There you go.
Michael Floyd. There is a reason he said that, but we will keep this show rolling. Now, Michigan Mike, what are your games to watch this week, sir?
All right, my games to watch this week are going to be Chicago at Atlanta,
Okay.
Washington at Arizona, and New York Giants at Philly.
Yeah, that's going to have a big fantasy impact on Sunday night.
Yeah, all of those are going to be about 50 points combined, so definitely a shootout in all three games. So watch out for those.
All right, good stuff, man. Now, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You know when you hear that noise, it's time for this week's Home Ruler. All right, now if you are an owner of Zach Stacy, running back for the St. Louis Rams, then you, my friend, on Homer Alert this week. Got some alarming numbers for you Stacy owners. Now, the 49ers rush defense, and we already talked about the pass defense earlier, but their run defense, the last 2 weeks, they held the likes of LaShawn McCoy and Jamal Charles to a combined 97 yards rushing and 0 TDs combined.
Man.
Now, those are arguably two of the top three picks in a variety of the majority of the fantasy draft. So that's a very impressive stat. Zach Stacy, I'm sorry, you know McCoy, and you certainly know Jamal Charles. So if you have, especially if you can go out and grab, Oliver, as soon as we finish this show, you need to go out and grab him right now and replace Zach Stacy with him. Now, Michigan Mike.
You want to finish the fantasy wager that we had?
Yeah, man. I mean, last week a challenge was issued, and the scores are in, and it's time for someone to pay up. Drum roll, please.
So, everybody, I ended up losing. I will say that. Let's just say Paul had a certain player that set record highs for himself.
It was the pregame speech that I gave to my laptop.
And I was telling you had the game already won, and you were like, no, man, you still have 3 players. And no,
well,
that did not help. But unfortunately, I forgot to bring my onion today. I was working all day, so I didn't bring my onion.
You know what, Mike? That's really unfortunate. I was working all day too, but on my lunch break, I stopped by Albertsons and
man, for real,
picked up a nice little ripe purple onion here.
Why's it gotta be the purple one?
I mean,
why can't it be like the dull white one?
You're a man of strength, so we wanted to give you the strongest one that we have here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at a plump, ripe purple onion that Michigan Mike is about to take a hearty bite into in the interest of competitiveness.
I can smell it already.
You can smell it already?
Yes.
Nice. All right,
here we go.
this is great. He actually took a chunk out of a purple onion. Ladies and gentlemen, the look on his face right now, he's really chewing this, y'all. Mike, you are a great sport, man.
No, that's nasty. Do people actually do this?
I don't think they do it raw. So, if you have any fantasy questions or you'd like to find out how to get a picture of Mike eating a purple onion, you can always reach me on Twitter at PLCulture. That's at PLCOLTER. With a mouthful of onions, you can reach my co-host at
Michael Hasso. That's MICHAELJASSO.
Life is an onion, so always bite it to the core.
Shut up, Paul.
Go Blue.